I'm going to call up the web browser, which by default goes to T-Mobile's portal. Now this is a 3G device, so it's capable of some fast data speeds. Running some tests, we've been able to get consistently 400 to 450 kbits per second, which is pretty good. But at times, this browser system, which goes through T-Mobile's WAP proxy, really seems slow. This is one of those times. You can see we've been sitting here for quite some time and nothing's happening yet. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to try to pull up one of the bookmarks instead. See, it's loading now. But not very quickly. We're going to try pulling up the web browser here. Now, the Memoir is a 3G device, which means it should be capable of some pretty decent speeds. And at times we have seen, on tests 400 to 450 kbits per second. But we've also experienced just as many times where we're not getting any connectivity whatsoever. I just had to restart the phone only a few minutes ago because of that kind of problem. It appears to be working correctly at the moment, though. You can see touchscreen makes it pretty easy to move through the pages. Zoom control using the volume key. Pull up some favorites, and we'll go to the mobile burn site just so you can see how long it takes to load up the page and how well it renders. Still loading, it's almost done. You can see when the blue bar gets all the way across, it'll be finished. If we zoom out, actually, it does a slightly better job. And if we touch this button down here in the corner, it goes full screen. Now, of course, we can rotate the device and look at it this way. And once it's laid out like this, you can see it looks pretty good. Everything's pretty accurately rendered on the page. Zoom in a bit. So it's not the best browser in the world. It's a NetFront, is what it's running, I believe version 3.4, but it's totally workable for a feature phone. Tap on the screen over down here in the corner, bring up the menu again. Not much in terms of options. You can save an image off the page, or you can copy the URL to a new message so you can send it out to somebody, which is kind of convenient. But that's a quick look at the browser. Got the calendar loaded up here. You can see I used Samsung's PC Studio 3 to synchronize with a copy of Microsoft Outlook. That software is not included, though. This is part of our Mobile World Congress schedule. See if it works landscape mode. Doesn't appear to. Of course, multiple views. You can see we'll pull up a week view, and there's a daily view as well. I'm going to pull up the music player now on the Memoir. Now, the 1 GB card that it comes with has no tracks on it, so I just loaded a couple of my own albums on it. You can see right here. You can see it plays in the background. There's also the control. Turn the volume down a bit. You can move that control back over the tray if you want, but you can keep it out and then switch tracks that way. can see it organizes music like you would expect. Broken down by artist, album, that kind of thing. I'll show you how to create a playlist here. Go back to the library. Playlists. Call it test. And we got tracks, and you can add them to the playlist this way. Now when we go back, you see the playlist. And there are the 3 tracks that we just added to it. So that's our look at the Samsung Memoir, the SGH T929 for T-Mobile USA. It's the follow-up to the Behold. It's not a great looking device, but pretty capable. Touchscreen works pretty well. Nice 8 megapixel camera. Battery life maybe a little bit questionable. Doesn't seem to last as long as we would hope for. And reception's somewhere in the middle of the road. It's not a real great performer when it comes to antenna strength. But in general, for people that are looking for a good multimedia phone that can take great photos, the Memoir is definitely one to look for. I'm Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com.